a continuation, ma. So you know now what is a system and what is deterministic system, and when can we say the system is linear, and what is time invariant system. Okay, so hereafter we consider linear time invariant system. Hereafter we consider linear time invariant system, LTI system. In short we say LTI system. Okay, let us see next. Listen here. Input and output relationship. What is the relationship between input x of t and output y of t? See, input x of t is the relationship between them is y of t is equal to h of t convolution x of t. See, this star is the notation definite for convolution. So convolution, which usually students study in Fourier transform unit, but you don't have such unit. I give you a brief about convolution. See, what is convolution? See, convolution is an integral. Okay, convolution is an integral. It is an integral from minus infinite to plus infinite. By writing, then the first function, in the first function h of t, t is replaced by u, and the second function t is replaced by t minus u. Listen here. In the first function t should be replaced by u, and the second function t should be replaced by t minus u. And do you know h of t convolution x of t is equal to x of t convolution h of t. Answers of both will be same. If you change, answers will be same. Hence y of t is x of t convolution x of t. So first t should be replaced by u, second t should be replaced by t minus u. Okay. So, but we consider this as the definition. Okay, this is the definition, relationship between y of t and x of t. This is the definition. For example, I said, if you change, you will get same answer. So, for example, I said, this is the definition we consider. Y of t is equal to, right? Let us see now. What is the relationship between input and output? You do know in electrical and communication system, I need not tell you, you may think it is basic, right? But I do not know whether you know. You may know more than what I know, right? So it's a electrical communication system. Usually output y of t is expressed as the convolution of input x of t, right? Output y of t is expressed as the convolution of input x of t with this h of t. What is this h of t called? This h of t is called impulse response function. This h of t is called impulse response function. So let us see more about h of t in the next paragraph. Okay. This h of t is called, just you know, h of t is called impulse response function. Okay, which is given as integral. So convolution is just an integral. It is an integral. First t should be replaced by u, second t should be replaced by t minus u. Okay. Next you see time invariant system transfer function. Time invariant system transfer function. See, this is this, go through this diagram. So we give input x of t and we get output y of t because of the transfer function h of omega. And the system considered is LTI system, linear time invariant system, LTI system. So if we give input x of t, we get output y of t because of the system transfer function h of omega. And this h of t is called, I said, impulse response function. And you can find relationship between h of omega and h of t. We get h of omega from h of t, where h of omega is equal to Fourier transform of h of t. Fourier transform of h of t is h of omega. Okay. We know Fourier transform definition, integral minus infinite to plus infinite, h of t, e power minus I omega t dt, which we have studied in the last unit, right? Definition of Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform. So in Fourier transform, we simply write inverse Fourier transform, we write 1 by 2 pi. I did mistake, right, while writing inverse Fourier transform definition. I wrote 1 by root 2 pi, which we do in Fourier transform. Listen here, there are many pairs, Fourier transform pairs. In case if we take here, if we simply write with 1 into integral, then we write in inverse Fourier transform 1 by 2 pi into integral. Okay. Okay. See, the Fourier transform of this h of t is called impulse response function. Okay. And this h of omega is called transfer function, which is called transfer function. Okay. The output y of t is a linear time invariant system fully determined by impulse response h of t. So this y of t is determined with the help of h of t. Y of t is determined with the help of h of t. We have another diagram. Listen here. Another very interesting. In case if input is given as unit impulse function or unit impulse signal, if input is given as unit impulse signal, then output will be impulse response h of t. So y of t will be equal to h of t if x of t is unit impulse signal. Okay. If x of t is unit impulse signal, then output will be h of t. So y of t is fully determined with the help of h of t. But now y of t is equal to h of t. When they will be equal? When input is chosen as unit impulse signal. Okay. And we have next comes a problem or theorem or property, whatever it is. We prove y of t and h of t are equal. Okay. Y of t and h of t are equal. We prove it. Okay. So you know now, what do you know now? Definition of, you know what is the definition of system? Definition of system. What is deterministic system? When can we say system is linear? When can we say system is time invariant? And what is the relationship between input and output? And what is transfer function h of omega? Right? And when can we say output is fully determined with the help of h of t? When can we say output is equal to h of t? Right? So all these you know. Next we have some more properties that we shall see in the next video. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.